Welcome to Spirits of the Roundtable, where the mystical meets the modern. I'm Kaylin.
I'm Miranda.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jonathan.
Let's get into it.
The wheel is turning.
Now it is a new dawn.
A new dawn.
It is almost a
Well,
full moon.
yeah, tomorrow.
Hello.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, how's
Welcome.
it going?
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hola.
I missed you.
Missed you
I
all.
just saw you 30 seconds ago.
I thought you were talking to the listeners.
Oh,
Yeah, we missed
Oh,
all
we
four
missed-
of you.
we've missed you as well, listeners, whoever's
We
there.
Missed you.
I know somebody's out there.
Yeah.
I know you're out there. I know you're out there. What's been going on in everybody's lives?
I work every time.
Yeah, work has been nuts.
Work has been nuts.
We had 132 patients yesterday.
That is
We had
outrageous.
90 something today.
I've been off for the past 3 days, and it's amazing.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna
Okay,
be.
fuck you.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be next week. I'm gonna Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that following Monday when
Oh,
y'all
wow,
are
you're
back
off
at
that much time?
when y'all are
That'd
off
be
that
nice.
working that Monday after the Halloween
Yeah, I know.
party, and I'll be nursing my hangover still. It's
Mhm.
fine.
Really excited for the Halloween party,
Oh my
Me
gosh, me too.
but
be
I'm going to
upset.
be really upset
It's
if
it's
my
we're not
corset
speaking that
doesn't
into
fit.
existence.
It will
I
fit.
think
It's going
this one,
to.
I think this one will fit. I ordered this one from not Amazon.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've
Not
ordered
Amazon.
and I've ordered from this company before, so I know what I need to order.
Yeah.
I'm totally
From them?
changing my costume. I haven't
What
told
is it
you
now?
guys. I don't know.
You're not doing. Wait.
I can't figure out. Okay, I try to make myself look like a skeleton with makeup, like all the people do on TikTok. It looks awful. It looks like a kindergartner, like Asher. I
You
mean,
did it that
like,
one day
bleep, bleep,
though.
bleep. Gotta take
You
his name
you
off.
did it. You sent us something where you
Yeah,
had done it, and it looked
It
good.
looks
Then
much better on camera than it does in person. In person, it looks like a kindergartner has been writing all over my face.
That was me. I did it. I wrote all over your face in blue ink.
I'd believe it if
Because
I looked at my
I love
face.
you, and that's what I would do to you.
Well, anyway, I'm changing my costume.
What are you going to be then?
I don't know.
You can be someone from Up.
No.
Well, that's what Joe told me to be.
Well, that's good
I
for
didn't
y'all.
tell you to do that. I gave you. I asked you
He said,
multiple times. No.
So my options are, I think I might do Hecate because that's what ChatGPT told me to do the first thing, which is very interesting to me because Hecate
Okay.
has been everywhere
I always thought it was
in my
Hecate.
life. I mean, some people say Hecate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
What does
not
she
too
look
far
like?
away if I'm like this.
Yes.
Okay. Everything that I read said it has to be pronounced like Hecate,
Hecate.
or it like makes her mad.
Everything that I have
Shoot.
read says that it doesn't matter, so you can take it with what you want.
Yeah,
Because
See,
she
I-
was like a pan. She wasn't
Sexual?
like, no, she wasn't.
She may
with
have been.
one like canon. She's like all over all kinds of different places. So different people call her
She's-
different things.
before the Greek gods, the Roman gods.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Is she pretty?
Yes.
What does she look like?
She's beautiful with.
Does she wear clothes?
She does wear clothes. She wears like, well, she's been pictured with like long dress, keys, torches, dogs.
So I need to bring
I
Kippy
love old
and Libby.
keys.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing for me.
Yeah. Old
Yeah.
keys are cool.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use Kippy as your Halloween costume if you part
Can
of
I
it.
paint him black?
Yeah.
Can you imagine him?
I think Kippy would freak out.
He would not like that.
But my other option was another ChatGPT idea, and it was a reptilian, where you wear a business cat like business attire,
Like
and
a
then
snake
paint
in
your
a suit?
face like a reptile.
Oh.
It's from the conspiracy. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, I think that would be funny.
It's the Illuminati. is
Snake
what
in
it
the
is.
I'm
grass.
saying the conspiracy of the reptilian.
That's what I've
people.
always.
I know.
Corporate people, I'm always like, you're a snake in the grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me.
they are.
snake.
Would you get contacts? You get the like, reptilian.
See, my problem is
eye.
that they have to be prescription, or I have to wear my glasses, so I can't see.
You can
you
wear
can
your
wear your
glasses
glasses
over
over
top of them.
Yeah.
Then you
I-
could
I
just
just-
go
I
for
wanna
a
be able to
famous
see.
singer that we all know.
With long blonde hair and a tan.
Who?
I was thinking
thinking
another one.
Beyonce.
That's who I was thinking
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
She's in
so
some trouble right
you
now.
guys are going to be from
Really?
Up, right?
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna be from Up.
You're going to be from
Yeah.
Up. You're the scout, and you're the old
The
man.
little old
Scouts.
grumpy man.
He's a scout. He's a Boy
He's
Scout.
A Boy Scout, yes.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
he calls it something different, I think.
Wilderness Explorer.
Explorer.
That's what
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, he can't be.
His
an
name
actual
is
Boy
Russell.
Scout.
His name is Russell.
Russell. Okay.
And I'm
then
Carl.
You're gonna be a winch.
I'm gonna be a something.
Oh, I love
winch.
winches.
Yeah. Asher was asking me last night what it is, and I was like, I don't really know. I just
Winch
want to
works.
look like I'm going to a Ren fair.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, TBD on how our Halloween party goes.
We'll
We'll let
post
you know
pictures.
next time.
Yeah, we
we'll
will.
for sure post pictures.
Which do you think would be easier,
What?
Hecate or
Hecate.
you think that would be an easier
I like
one?
that one.
Mhm.
That sounds like a glorious thing to do.
Yeah,
To
I
be-
just have to find a long dress.
He just
and-
doesn't want you to be a reptilian person because he's
Why?
afraid that'll.
There's terrifying to me.
He's afraid that'll like you'll turn into one and join the Illuminati and
okay.
That was my my
I'm
lizard
not.
tongue.
No, I think either one would be good actually.
I just have to get like a crown headband, paint some things on my face, get some keys.
Paint a J on your face for Jacob.
No. Hecate does not say
Paint it-
Jacob.
I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would.
Anyway, yeah, so we'll let you know how our party goes. We'll post pictures.
it's
It's
the
next
story of our
Saturday,
podcast right
so
there.
Yeah.
Check out our socials. That's
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
post pictures.
Post pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll also probably have some videos on TikTok.
We
because
probably
y'all
will.
seem to like us
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
TikTok
Yeah.
likes us.
TikTok is liking us.
So go follow us on
Check
TikTok
us
so you
out.
can like us too.
You can
Yeah,
see me
please do.
dance.
Yeah, we have
He
a lot of Jacob dancing.
Does a lot of
videos.
dancing, which he doesn't do in real life.
Yes, I do.
Not a lot. Not for me.
Not for him. You gotta start
You don't
shaking
want
that
me-
ass,
You don't want
boy.
me to dance for you.
I actually do have a video of you in that ballerina filter off Snapchat when
Yeah.
you were dancing. That was funny. That may make its way to TikTok someday.
Okay, so we're ready for topic.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
done
Topic of the day. Guess what's coming? Something's coming. Do you guys remember that?
It's a witch.
That's from Halloween Town. Or
Something's.
someone's coming.
some-
What'd she say?
I think it's some.
I've only
I think
seen
it's
that
something's
once.
coming.
Something's
Like
coming.
I've only
Or maybe it is someone's coming because I'm thinking something wicked this way comes. Am I
Oh,
making
okay.
that up?
I feel like I need to sit down and actually watch that movie because I never have.
Halloween
it's just been
Town?
kind
Oh
of
yeah,
on.
you
It's
have
so
to watch
good.
It. It's
Yeah.
so good.
That is good.
I can't remember it's once or twice, but I've never really sat down and watched it.
I haven't watched it since I was like younger.
Speaking of something wicked this way comes, I took a whole bunch of stuff to the CARM donation center today.
Yeah.
Which is Knoxville Area Rescue
Ministry.
Ministry. It's like a Christian-based,
Goodwill.
yeah,
Kind
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you can donate your
I love
stuff
where
to.
this is
then they
going. I feel
sell
like I
it.
alady know where this is
And,
going.
they sell it to people and they make money and they give things out and whatever. And so I had something in there today that was a sign and it had a witch's hat on it and it said something wicked this way comes. And as I was driving out, I thought, are they going to sell that or are they going to throw it away?
I mean,
They
they'll
probably sell it. Yeah, there's
I
they
mean,
have Halloween stuff in there.
It may be like Christian focused, but it's still a business.
Yeah.
If they think they can make money off of it, they're gonna sell it. I'm
The
sure.
guy like
They-
looked at it and flipped it around and flipped it back around.
They have like a booklet, like a passport is what they call it, that you can go to all the area CARMs and do a CARM tour, and
Really?
they stamp it for you. And then if you go to all of them, you get 25% off. Yeah,
What?
they
Interesting.
suckered me into that, and
Well,
I
you
get
know, when
emails
you
from them all the
donate
time.
Stuff they ask you about your church. or
Oh, do
whatever.
they? Oh.
And so you have to give them your phone number, and then he was like, because if you say a church, they give that church like points or something.
Oh, did you
And
say the
so-
Church of Satan?
Well, I already
should've.
had a church in
Oh,
the
right.
listing, right? Because
Oh.
I've been going here for years.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he said the church's name, and I was like, sure, yeah, yeah,
'Cause
whatever
don't
you
go
want.
there anymore.
yeah, sure.
You
Well,
wanna go to
you
church
helped
on Sunday
them.
with me?
No, sorry,
No,
pass.
We should make that an outing one day.
he tries
Come to
that.
church with us. What church would we even go to?
The Church of the Neo-Pagans.
Hey, okay, now I'd be into that.
Yeah.
In East Tennessee.
There's a pagan church somewhere, I'm sure.
First pagan church in Newport.
There is a wilderness church somewhere in Knoxville where they meet out in the woods.
Oh no, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's like a Christian
could take
church.
our
I think it's
hammocks.
more like universal,
Mm-hmm.
universalist sort of thing. Anyway, back on topic.
Sorry.
No, that was me.
Yeah,
Today,
Kaylin.
we're going to talk about Samhain because it's almost time for it. I have to sneeze. I'm trying
Bless
not
you.
to. Samhain.
Clap.
Okay, thanks. It's gone. It's gone now. So Samhain is another Sabbath in the wheel of the year, and it's coming up very quickly in the next couple weeks. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about it, discuss the history and some things you can do. And Jacob has a new segment he's starting, not yet, but in a little bit, and it's called the Fun Fact Fairy. And so Jacob is going to give us some fun facts
A
about
sprinkle of
Samhain.
information.
Jacob is our fun fact fairy.
I am.
He
Yes.
is.
I love
You-
that.
s-
Fun fact.
Sometimes it's real, sometimes
I'm the
it's not.
greatest.
That's
Ooh,
real.
Way to start. Good
Yeah.
job.
That's
Good
real.
job. Okay, so here we go. Samhain, what is it?
It's Halloween.
What it is, ho?
What it is, ho?
What's
Samhain is an ancient Celtic festival marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter.
Yay.
And this week we can
This week
feel
has
it.
Feel
been
it.
winter for
Mhm.
sure.
It
It
has
is.
been so cold. It's like
Yeah.
40 degrees
It's colder
outside.
than a witch's titty.
Oh, you want to feel, honey?
I do.
So
Meanwhile, me and Jonathan are just sitting here. Awkward as can be being the third wheel.
yeah.
you
Collective
two are
third
the
wheel.
collective third wheel.
Yeah.
Me and Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob tried to kiss me today, just so everybody knows.
It was very close.
Jacob is a gay man, a very gay man, but today he tried
what?
to kiss me. He just pulled me
Selectively gay, but not for you.
in. I know, he's like,
He loves to take his titty and touch it with your titty, and
Yeah.
Well, we do that. 'cause
We
it's
do
just
that
our
all the
thing.
time.
It's just fun. It's like a comforting feel for my boob.
I
And
have
her
some
boob, I'm sure.
oranges if y'all want to
oh,
recreate
Oh,
that.
we should.
Aw, oranges.
Well,
Oranges.
I didn't like really actually try to kiss her. I just pulled her in to make her think I was going to see what would happen.
And I really
there was a
thought he going
loud
to.
like
It was so funny.
I
smack
like
though.
pulled my face back really close. Anyway, so
I
it's
think I'm a creep.
Samhain is celebrated from October 31st to November 1st or 2nd. It was one of the 4 major Gaelic festivals. So we talked about the 4 cross-quarter days in the last episode about the Wheel of the Year. And so that would be Samhain, Imbolc, Bealtaine, and Lunasa.
I think that's one of my favorite words, Lunasa.
I love that, yeah.
You
it's
should
fun.
name your cat that.
Lunasa. You
I've
could.
gone.
It's going to be a boy, right?
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on his name.
What is it?
We could name him after Lou.
Well, so I'm going to get a cat this weekend, hopefully,
Yay.
and I already have the appointment made, and we're very excited. But anyway, the first option for a name is, I've already told you, I got the Sweeney Todd Lincoln because it
I
made me
love
laugh.
that. I love
Sweeney
that.
Todd Lincoln. What would you call him though? Sweeney?
No,
Sween?
no,
Todd?
probably Link.
Link?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
my
that.
favorite, my number 2 man in the world.
Yeah.
Link. Link
Well,
Neal.
Yeah, Link Neal, but also Asher is super into Zelda. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and Link from Zelda. But I don't know, it just popped into my head one day when I was in the room with a patient and I laughed out loud.
That is funny.
And yeah. I feel like Mary Todd Lincoln would approve.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
yeah. R.I.P.
Who is that?
She was Abraham Lincoln's wife.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
From yesteryear.
And then
Yesterday.
the other option is Goose,
Oh, love that.
which I really like, but
That's
I
so
will
cute.
only name him that if I get a red one or an
Oh.
orange cat
I think
Yeah.
you should get an orange one.
as well, because that one will be named Rooster
Oh,
Aw.
because of Top Gun.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I vote for black cat and orange cat.
me too. That way we can all have one when we come.
me too.
In those
but
4 of us.
yeah, I don't know.
Somebody's going to hold the paws and somebody's going to hold the back paws.
I don't know. I don't want to get one that he's not like been around at the
Yeah.
shelter. So if I don't get both of them this week, I'll probably wait like maybe 6 months or so.
Let him get accustomed.
Let him get
yeah.
used to being here and then maybe start looking again. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, how did we get on that?
'Cause we
ADD.
talked about
ADD. That's
Lunasa.
how.
Oh yeah, Lunasa.
Okay. So, in ancient times, Samhain was considered the Celtic New Year, a time where the veil between the physical world and the spirit world was believed to be at its thinnest. So,
Spooky.
the way I think of it is this time of year is thin, so your family
As is
is
my
going to be
patience.
seeing you. I always thought about my
Why
mom
does
watching me.
everyone looking at me? I'm like, oh god, what are they're
I
gonna see?
always thought about my mom watching
Watching
me
you.
at my Halloween party, being like,
Oh yeah.
Your mom is busy with Steve Irwin.
yeah.
Oh my
For
gosh.
some reason, side note, 2 of my friends have had dreams about my mom and Steve Irwin up in heaven. It's strange.
No, your mom wasn't in my dream.
Oh.
You were the one who outed him.
I was
my
in
dream.
your dream?
Yeah.
Okay, so my best friend Miranda and my best friend Kelsey had dreams about Steve Irwin coming to my mom. My mom in her dream said that Steve Irwin had a big package.
Yeah.
And what did I do in your dream?
In my dream, we were all at a restaurant, and he and his wife were eating, and they were trying to like stay hidden and not draw
Discreet.
attention to themselves.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to be discreet, and you stood up in the middle of the whole
Steve
restaurant.
Irwin.
Yeah.
I hear he's got a big dick.
And so you stood up in the whole restaurant, and they were so mad. And they got up and they walked out of the restaurant, and the whole time I was like, I'm so sorry. Please forgive her. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that means she's embarrassed of me and the things that I do.
Aw.
Only when you out Steve Irwin when he's
Okay.
clearly
When-
trying to
Enjoy
be
dinner with his
discreet.
wife.
Yeah.
Enjoy heaven, Steve Irwin.
Yeah. He only gets to see her when the veil is thin, and you ruin their dinner.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Aw.
Steve Irwin was literally the salt of the earth, and now I just made him feel
Terrible.
terrible.
So anyway, the veil is thin.
Yeah.
Steve Irwin and Kaylin's mom are watching us, and Jonathan's dad,
Yeah.
and my
Oh, he's
biological dad.
Yeah.
I guess.
definitely up
you know,
there judging.
So anyway, the Celts used Samhain as a time to honor the dead, communicate with ancestors, and prepare for the darker half of the year. So as we discussed in the last Will of the Year
episode. Yeah.
we're moving towards the darkness.
Hell yeah, bitch.
So it's
Oh.
time to embrace that part of your life.
And I feel it.
My life stays dark, honestly.
Well, my life doesn't stay dark, but I was not prepared for it getting dark
This
so
quick.
soon.
I know.
Yeah.
Super.
Really did.
It is quite dark outside now, and it's not even New Year's
It's not
time.
even 12.
What is it?
New Year's time.
Time.
Daylight savings.
It's not even daylight savings yet.
Yeah.
It's already getting
When
dark.
will it be
so
daylight savings?
If you're in
The
a
November, ain't it?
Yeah, if you're in a part of the world that does not do daylight savings,
Hit us up.
what's it like to be God's favorite?
Yeah. What's it like to have light whenever you get off work?
Well, I
at the
think
end of the day?
Arizona, like Mountain
Yeah,
Time, they
Arizona
don't
doesn't-
change.
Arizona
It just,
doesn't
yeah. Can you imagine what life would be like?
I think it would be really cool to experience. Whereas in Alaska, that has
30
like,
days of night and 30 days of day.
something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
I would like to experience
The
that.
daytime would be cool. I don't want to go through 30 days of night.
Yeah, there's a
Ugh.
YouTuber I follow, and she
I feel like it
lives
would just
in
mess me up, to be honest.
Svalbard, and she goes to like polar nights is what they call it, and it's
Oh,
like
that's pretty
where
cool.
it's just nighttime.
If you're in that part of Alaska
Or Sweden or Norway.
or,
Or
wherever,
Nebraska.
Anywhere above the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Let us know how it
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah.
let me know if you'd be up for me coming to visit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
If she comes, there's also 3 people, maybe 4, that will have to follow her. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so ancient Celtic traditions. Bonfires were a significant part of Samhain celebrations, symbolizing purification and protection. Community would gather around large fires to mark the change in the seasons. Celts believed that the spirits, the fairies, and other supernatural beings were more active on Samhain night, and they left offerings of food and drink to appease them.
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah. People dressed in costumes, often as animals or mythical creatures, to disguise themselves from the wandering spirits, a practice that evolved into modern Halloween costumes. And divination rituals were common as Samhain was considered an ideal time for predicting the future, often involving nuts apples,
And bananas.
and fire. Yes, bananas were very big in ancient Celts. Okay, so as we know, things happen.
For a
and
reason.
Other religions seem to want to take everything that
Ugh.
happens from other people.
Yes.
So,
Nothing. I was just gonna say, looking at you, Christians.
Yeah.
with the spread of Christianity, Samhain began to merge with the Christians' observance of All Saints' Day, which is November 1st, and All Souls' Day on November 2nd, which were days for honoring the dead. So, as it merged, the night before All Saints' Day was known as All Hallows' Eve, and it eventually evolved into Halloween, retaining many elements of Samhain, such as costumes, incorporating new customs like trick or treat. So,
Trick or treat.
one thing that I think is interesting, if you look at different cultures, so we've got the Celts doing Samhain, right? We've got the Christians doing All Saints' Day, All Hallows' Eve, which honored the dead. We also have Dia de los Muertos.
And I know Mexico does that. I don't know if other South American countries do.
Yeah.
I only know of Mexico doing
Which
that.
I'm not sure about the origin of that. I don't know if that was like a spin-off on Christianity when the
I'm not
Catholics
sure.
came over.
My only knowledge of it comes from
Coco. Yeah, such a good movie. Such a good movie.
It's so cute.
But yeah, it seems like there's a lot to do with this time of the year with different cultures
honoring the dead.
honoring the dead. So I don't know. It just makes me think about
I
what
love how
connects it.
yeah,
You know, like what would people in Mexico see that would make them think the same things that's happening in Ireland and Scotland and stuff.
like I love how even separate something brings everybody together for this.
Right. And
Yeah.
even like, I mean, think about the climate in Mexico versus the climate in Ireland.
Right.
Basically
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, basically the same.
Yeah, totally similar.
So I don't know if that started. I should probably have looked this up before, but I don't know if that started once the Spaniards came over with their
Possibly.
Catholicism.
I thought you said with their cats.
With their cats.
It looks like, from what I see, it's based off like an ancient Aztec
Okay,
custom.
so I did hear about an ancient Aztec,
Yeah.
which is a lady that had like a jaw that would swallow people or something.
God.
I don't remember exactly what it said.
That's not cheerful at all.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
okay, so there's a thing about honoring the dead and honoring the darkness that is not very happy.
Right.
But
yeah.
it's like people come together and they normalize it sort of and make good times out of it. Right? So we don't enjoy when our family dies. Jonathan, you and I have been through that a lot.
No.
I mean, we don't enjoy when our family dies, but somehow these celebrations can bring people together
Yeah.
and make a joyous celebration of honoring the dead.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's with a lot of religions. I mean,
Yeah.
Christians do that. Every funeral or whatever that I helped set up with at church,
Yeah.
any
It's food.
dinner, it was
So,
always a celebration.
Celebration of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the wake where you gather and meet with people and talk with them. I mean,
I'm trying to think of there are some. You remember how the Bible would talk about don't cut your skin or shave your head
Yeah.
for mourning?
Yeah.
I feel like
that's different.
that's a different sort of culture, but I think that happens.
What
Like,
does that mean?
well, I mean, I think there was a culture back in biblical times that would, when somebody died, they would shave their head and like kind of cut their skin as like a sign of mourning. So, I mean, I don't know. That was a side
That sounds
note.
crazy.
Mayhaps I agree with the Bible on that one. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, like Cajun cultures
What do they do? I don't know.
in Louisiana, I know at least it's like
Oh,
a
when they-
major party.
they
with
Oh, they
do,
lights
they do
and-
parades, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with a little jazz band.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
And they're
what
all
I
wearing
want.
white.
That's what I want.
Okay, we'll do
Okay.
jazz band. For
I just want to be thrown in a ditch somewhere on
Well,
the side of the road.
just throw them in the trash.
Make it look like a crime scene.
You want it to be interesting.
You wanna
I just
have-
want it to be drama.
Oh.
We can donate your body to the body farm.
No.
I would love to do that actually.
I think that's so
And
cool.
I've always thought that I would like to
I've
be
always wanted
donated
to
the body
go
farm.
there.
Mhm.
I would love to go. I've
Can
heard
you
it smells
see?
very bad.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in various, like they have them
I'll
in
pass.
trunks. They have them
I'll
buried.
pass.
They have them just laying there.
For science.
It's
Let's
literally
just-
Yeah, I know
it's
it's for- I know
to
it's for-
discover
I know it's for
the.
science, but
Yeah.
like,
Does that make you nauseous?
I don't think I would want to see it.
I don't
Oh,
want to see it.
I
No.
would.
That'd be traumatizing.
Totally.
We'll go.
Okay, whenever they go, me and you will go somewhere else.
We'll go eat ice cream.
Yeah. And we'll go bowling
We'll
across the
go-
street.
We'll go eat ice cream after.
Yeah.
Ew, you can eat ice cream after you see
We'll
bodies
get
decomposing.
yeah.
in
We'll
the
have
ground
like
with the
crushed
coming out.
Oreos with worms coming out of it. You know, like we'll just
You want to go eat dirt and worms ice cream with gummy worms and
yeah.
Oreos?
After looking at a dead body.
Okay. Anyway, back to Samhain. So, modern celebrations in Wicca associations. So, today, Samhain is celebrated by pagans, Wiccans, and other spiritual groups as
And
the time they
Christians.
honor the dead and the cycle of life and death. In Wicca, Samhain is one of the 8 Sabbaths in the wheel of the year. Wiccans often perform rituals and remember ancestors, connect with the spirit world, and reflect on their own spiritual journeys. So, I think, Meg, do you have things you want to share? Or do you want me to keep going?
No, I've got
You've got some rituals
Yeah,
and
I've got
stuff?
some
And
common
activities?
rituals and just ways to different ways to
Okay.
celebrate.
I think, let me see. Yeah, okay, I think that's all I got. So
Okay.
do we want to do Jacob's fun facts first?
Yeah, let's do the fun. Let's.
All right,
let's,
Jacob, fun
Okay.
fact
Call
fairy.
the
Fun fact fairy.
Let me give
We
you.
need a song.
We do
It's
need
the
a
fun
song.
fact
We need like
fairy
a little,
time.
like
We're
a-
gonna have
a
some
jingle.
fun facts.
Oh wait, hang on.
I turned her off. Oh, sorry. I unplugged her.
Oh,
Oh, you unplugged my Alexa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fun fact fairy time.
Okay, so the first one is the fear of Halloween is called Samhainophobia.
Oh,
oh,
I never knew that.
I didn't know that
That actually
either.
is a fun fact.
Phobia.
And then there's another activity. It's called bobbing for apples.
It's called bobbing for apples.
I've always wondered where that came from.
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Hey.
Apples have been a prominent symbol in Western European lore and mythology. Even Adam and Eve were tempted by the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
It's
Oh,
very
you
true.
You do be
Yeah.
loving some apples.
That is.
Ever-present fruit. When the Romans invaded Britain, they brought along their customs. One was the celebration in honor of Pomona, the goddess of plenty, whose feast day was November 1st. Her symbol was the apple. Young couples would bob for them to determine who would be wed next.
What?
Oh,
That's
So-
wild.
bobbing for apples is.
A marriage
s-
right. To see who's gonna win. Who.
Gosh.
How did they get from that to tossing the garter
I don't know.
and the bouquet?
Yeah.
I think we should have just stuck with that.
Interesting.
The next one is black cats.
Ah, love a black cat.
No.
The symbol of this Assyrian feline
You're gonna have one
bringing
soon.
bad luck
Wait.
comes from the medieval notion that witches had the ability to shapeshift. It was believed that a popular transformation was to that of a black cat. The superstition associated with this has carried over to Halloween symbolism.
We do
Oh.
have the power of shapeshift. You guys ever seen makeup?
Yeah.
Totally
If you-
different people.
If you could have some kind of supernatural gift like that, what would you choose? Because I think shapeshifting would be pretty cool.
I think I would want to mind read.
Mind reading
'Cause
would
I'm
be another
nosy
one.
AF.
Not one of mine.
I don't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mind read.
I would want to, but I know I would regret
Yeah,
it.
I would
Me
regret
too,
it.
because
Yeah.
I would know what everyone thought about me, and I'd be like,
I feel the same with shape shifting, though. Honestly.
I think shapeshifting would be fun because you could be a different person every day.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a different.
But I
person
feel like you
every
would
day.
start to lose your identity.
I feel like
Ooh,
if I was gonna be,
that's deep.
if I had
Right.
the ability to shapeshift, I would not be a human again. Like,
No.
Is there a power to go invisible?
yeah.
I mean, you can
I
do
want
whatever
to
you
do. I want to do
This is
that.
a totally hypothetical situation, so yeah.
Yeah, do what you want.
Just
dude.
like, see
Well, see, if
someone,
you're
see someone
invisible-
you don't want to see.
You're still bound by this like material life. You know, you still have to walk around, get in a car.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't want to
If
be
you
invisible all the
shapeshift, You
time.
could shapeshift into an eagle, into a dog.
A kippy.
You could be Kippy. You could be a cat. You could do whatever you wanted to.
I'll
You could
just
climb a
ride on
tree.
one of your all's backs whenever y'all
There you
shape
go.
shift.
If you're invisible, maybe they won't, yeah, that'll work. We'll do that.
Sometimes you don't want to see people or deal with people, and
Well-
it's just like,
What if you shift into an ant?
what if you get stepped on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's logical.
I'm
But
sorry.
if you,
She's like, I'm done.
Like, that's a good
She's
way
like,
to be
I'm done
invisible.
with you.
but if you have the ability to be invisible, why would you necessarily be bound to physical limitations? I mean, because
You're still there. You're just not able to be seen. Like, you can't just automatically fly because you're invisible.
Sounds like my life.
Harry
now.
Potter can't be on his broom without the cloak without being seen.
but he had an invisibility cloak. He did not have the power to become invisible.
So what makes you think that if you become invisible, you can do all these things like go through walls and jump off of roofs?
Because
You're
if
not a
you're
ghost.
because if you're invisible, you're like, are you essentially just vaporized?
No, I wouldn't think
I don't
so.
want to be a mist. I just want
I
to.
think
I
it
just
would
want to. If
be-
I'm going to Walmart and I run into someone and I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to talk to them. I just want to be able to be like, oh, you're looking.
What if
You see a
could
box of
shapeshift
noodles.
into a toy on the side of the
My luck, it would be someone with kids, and they would pick up that toy, and, I
and
would
then
be
you
stuck.
shapeshift into yourself back, and they'll be like, "How did this man get into my room?"
And then I go to jail.
And then once you're in jail, you shapeshift into a mouse and get out of the jail.
I would shape.
I
It's perfect.
I know these traps. There's going to be cheese, and I'm going to go for it, and that's how I die.
But you know the traps are there.
It don't stop me from eating now.
I have no idea where to go from here.
I have more fun facts.
Let's go back to
Okay.
the fun fact.
Fun
Pam.
fact,
Yes.
Terry.
Okay.
Sorry, so
How
sorry.
dare you take the
I
attention
thought that's
away
all you
from
had
me?
was three.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Leo is showing.
Your mom is showing. Love you.
Angie, did you
Angie,
hear
love
that?
you.
Did you hear that?
Okay, so the other one is how the origins of trick or treating.
Oh yeah, okay.
In later centuries, people would perform antics in exchange for food and drink. So I would go, give me food.
And they would.
They would. That was their.
Get away from me.
And then
You're who I would go invisible from.
that's all.
I would go invisible for.
What?
What?
Joe, no.
Nothing. I love you.
Kiss it.
All right, that was fun fact, Perry. Thanks.
Thank you, Fun
You're
Fact
welcome.
Fairy.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the fun facts.
All right, so different rituals. This is a collection of all the things we've already talked about.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay!
Ancestor altars. So, if you've seen Coco, they set up an altar, with pictures of their family, different things that remind them of them, lighting candles, very Catholic style in the church with the candles. So bonfire ceremony, which we're doing this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about. To symbolize the warmth and light in the darkness. You can also throw in herbs. And what are you doing?
He's
Jacob's
forgot.
confused
He's
about
forgot
the
about the
bonfire,
bonfire, about
so-
the shooting stars on the 19th.
Yeah, the
Okay, I remember.
He's like, we're having a bonfire. When?
different divination practices. So tarot cards, scrying. Again, the veil is thin, so this is a really good time to get in touch with your spirit guides, your intuition, your all the good things. A nature walk.
Sounds
Okay.
fun.
Love a
Did
nature
one of
walk.
those Saturday.
Yeah.
That was a nature hike. we could use a good nature walk.
Yeah, you guys did a nature hike.
Yeah,
we did
that's-
a
We
nature
laid-
walk.
We're
We
about
laid in
a
the hammock.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a good time to collect things for your altar
Okay.
or your bonfire. Again, Feast of the Dead is what this says, which
Let's
that to
feast
me
off the
seems
dead.
a little
Oh.
misleading.
I mean, we it's kind of what we do. If you think
Yeah.
about it, we had chicken and I.
Oh.
We
well.
feasted of the dead.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically you're not wrong, but I don't like that.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. So what I love that with all these things, it's always like, here's a good way to celebrate. Have a meal.
Eat food with your friends and have a
Yeah.
fire.
Yes.
Eat
What we
bread
do.
and desserts and getting fat.
And sassy.
It says prepare a meal using seasonal ingredients and invite friends or family to share stories of those who have passed, celebrating their lives. So essentially, have a
Aw.
wake if they're dead or not.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, and I just I
like
that.
a living
like a
wake.
living wake. Yeah.
We should do that. That would be fun for us. Let's celebrate our lives while we're together.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrate every time.
We do.
Every time, all
Every
the time.
all the time.
Every time. Another ritual is a release ritual, which I feel like is kind of. I do that with every moon cycle, every new
Every full
season.
moon, yeah.
So write down things that you wish to let go of and burn the paper as a symbolic act of release.
I need to start doing that.
Yeah.
Burn.
Burn it like my cigarette.
And you would burn that in your bonfire.
Mm.
Costumes and masks.
Videos to be posted of this on our TikTok.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll do that.
We should do that.
We will.
Costumes and masks as a way to disguise oneself from wandering spirits.
Mhm.
Because, again, on All Hallows Eve, Samhain, Halloween, whatever you call it, the
Samhain.
veil is thin. So
Samhain.
the good spirits are, haunting about, but also the bad ones. So you kind of want to.
Yeah, either
Stay away
let
from
them think
those.
that you're one of them by looking like them or scaring them. If you scare a spirit, your costume is scary. So,
So good for you.
yeah.
And a gratitude ritual. So take time to reflect on the past year and express gratitude for the lessons learned and the connections made, which goes back to Mabon,
Mm.
Yeah.
Mabon, whatever
Being
we decided
thankful.
to call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Another thing that they used to do in ancient days was the dumb supper, where
Yeah.
they would have
Whatever not.
they would have a supper for their family members who had gone beyond. So let's say I was at a table, I would have myself a chair, and then I would have 5 chairs for my family members who were deceased, and then have a plate of food for each of them.
Who eats it?
To nobody, but it's symbolic.
That's why it's dumb,
Symbolic.
because you're wasting all that
for
food.
yeah, it's symbolic for your family members sitting at your table, and typically they would do this in silent, but
Can you imagine having a meal in complete silence? How awkward is that?
That'd be so
Oh,
bad.
so
I mean,
bad.
if it's just you and then 5 other chairs where your family members should be, it'd be a lot easier. But
For
would
you.
I don't know. I don't know
you're
if
just
there's.
gonna talk to yourself. I don't know.
I do.
I feel like if you're a spirit and you're traveling to the veil, you're gonna want to at least hear your family members talk.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I think it was done out of reverence.
I get that.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I just can't sit in total silence.
Me either.
I can.
Total silence. Like
Yeah.
no music, nothing.
You don't even go.
I can sit in total
I
silence.
don't get total silence.
Yeah, you don't have the
No, you
option.
don't.
That doesn't
No.
mean that I do it or like it, but I could sit there and eat a meal in total silence.
I don't
For
feel like
sure.
I could.
Really?
Yeah, you know the sensory deprivation tanks?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to do one.
I want to do one.
I would have to have some kind of music or something.
Mm.
I
No,
don't
that's
think
the
I
whole
have it
point
on.
of them,
I
though.
think
I
That's
know.
the whole
that,
point.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
like
calming music or
Yeah.
something.
But
but I mean the whole point is to
sit in silence in the dark and
yeah, and I don't think I
let
could
your
do that.
mind
I
wonder.
don't want to do that
Oh, I would love
at
it.
all.
I've heard it's psychedelic, like you
yeah,
Right.
wonder, and I would love that.
I would freak out.
I also, I'm not sure if this is appropriate. I would love to do like a ketamine, like a doctor-controlled ketamine
She and I were
experience.
just having this conversation the other day.
We were.
Yeah,
I don't know
about
what
how
that
I
is.
said I would do.
Like if it was controlled in a controlled environment,
Yeah, the problem is I don't know what ketamine is. Can somebody fill me in?
it is
It's
a
a-
controlled substance, basically.
Like a pill?
No,
Like
it's
a-
a, it's
like
a, it's a,
Narcotic?
no.
It's a mind-altering substance.
It's a mind altering. It's
Like a psych
natural,
med?
but it's not natural.
It's like a psych med. Is that what people use it?
It was
Why
it
do
was it
people
was a
use
party drug back in the day because it has euphoric like
oh, when
purposes.
you say controlled substance, you just mean it's illegal.
It's illegal. Well, it's legal. It's
Oh.
used. It's used a lot in surgeries. It's used in medical like
Oh,
procedures and
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
But it just like
I don't want to
It-
do that.
I
Sorry.
do
It's an anesthetic.
anesthetic.
And anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
Anesthesia.
Dissociative anesthetic used medically for induction and maintenance of anesthesia. That's its legal medicinal use, but
It has been like proven to have like like
like an
it's
LSD
yeah
effect,
it's
like
yeah
that.
it helps with like mental health issues and like
That's what they want.
like
you to
ADD
say.
and ADHD and stuff. Like it helps you, or
Oh,
past
hey.
traumas and stuff. Like it helps
So it's like ayahuasca.
rewire.
but-
Yes,
but
exactly.
not from.
Yeah, without
the
having to
earth.
go on the little retreat, which is also something I want to do.
Okay.
I
I do
would
not
love
want to
it.
do ayahuasca.
Hey, any of you that are
Yeah.
up to date on your street drugs and specialize in Special K, let us know.
Okay.
You're
I-
gonna go, I'm
Yeah,
not
this
doing
sounds
that.
okay.
You're not gonna
Have
do that.
it's done in a medical controlled well, they have it where you can do it
Ayahuasca
like
is
with
safe
friends.
if you go
So-
with a controlled like group.
This is what we
Scary.
were talking about the other day. Like, if I was in a safe environment,
Like Bloom, I think is one of the brands now, like where you can like it's prescribed to you, but you do it at home. You have like a person who you trust. Sorry, it
Yeah,
would
I
not
ain't
be
want
you.
to do that.
That like comes in and checks on you and like keeps you grounded and stuff. But
it would have to be a person. Like, I would have to know that I'm 100%
Yeah.
safe.
mhm.
That the person that's with me would either
Kaylin.
stop me from doing something
yeah,
I would need my other
or
friend for that. if you
take
know what I mean.
me somewhere if
Somewhere.
I needed it, get me some kind of help
Oh.
if something went wrong. But also someone that I fully trust in case I say something stupid
yeah.
or, like embarrassing, because that is me.
I've heard it's really
No.
good though. I would do
But
it.
I would
I'm
like
not
to do it
interested.
just to see
Same.
what happens. But
I would do it.
Not interested.
I don't like the thought of not being in
I
control.
don't either.
I love the thought of not having to be in control. As
I
long
mean-
as I know that I'm with people. That
I mean, I
as
don't
long
wanna
as
be-
I can control not being in control, I'm totally for it.
I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to be in control, but I don't want to be drugged up to do it.
I don't want to. Yeah.
I would. Do
I
it.
appreciate
think it
that
would
you
be- I
guys
think it
have
would be
these
good.
thoughts, but
Yeah.
I'm not. Jacob, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I do actually.
Okay. What is it?
They used to use.
Can you like talk into your microphone?
For jack-o'-lanterns, they were originally made from turnips, beets, and potatoes, not pumpkins.
Turnips are pretty scary when they've been carved.
Mm.
We've done that before. I remember you saying, "Can you
It was
scratch
a
my
radish.
cloaca?
It's a radish. I do remember that.
You scratch my cloaca." Yeah. So carve you a turnip, carve you a radish, carve you a jack-o'-lantern.
Or a potato.
Or a tater. We hope you have a good Samhain. We hope you enjoy it with your family, with your friends.
Your loved ones.
If you're celebrating Halloween, go out there and trick or treat. We're going to celebrate it all here at the Spirits of the Roundtable. So, except for All Souls Day. Screw that. I don't even know what that means. What is All Souls Day?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I mean, I do, but
All Souls Day, but it's just shoes.
the commemoration of all the faithfully departed.
So it's remembering of the dead of the faithful ones. Okay.
So I guess there's a difference between All Saints Day and All Souls,
Souls
Day.
Day.
yeah.
like
saints are probably
Memorial
for the
Day and
actual
Veterans Day.
saints.
Yeah.
Souls are for the faithfully departed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever you do, enjoy it.
Whatever you do.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have a great
I was-
time. Love you.
I was gonna bring back up something that we've cut out.
Okay. Whatever you do, do
it with Special
purely.
K.
Oh my gosh. Whatever you
Every
do,
kiss begins with Special K.
whatever you do, enjoy your time, and we hope
love
that
Kellogg's.
you are having a great time and everything.
strawberries.
Every time.
Oh, the chocolatey delight with
Ooh,
the
those are
strawberry
good.
pieces and the
Yeah.
chocolate
Yeah.
pieces.
Okay, we're out.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Spirits at the Roundtable. You can send your questions or stories to spiritsattheroundtable@gmail.com.
You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Spirits of the Roundtable.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of our podcast. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.